going? It's Janie over here at JELENA'S. Welcome back to another Friday Fixes episode where you ask me okay questions and I do my best to answer them for you. Today's episode is going to talk about a topic that irks my nerves. It is the whole what they ask for versus what they got trend that has been going on social media lately. I do not agree with it. I don't like it, and I'm gonna give you guys my 2 cents in this video coming up, okay? So if you want to learn what I have to say about this, then keep on watching. I got inspired to make this video by JELENA'S. If you don't follow her, she has an Instagram account and she also has a YouTube account, so you definitely should go check her out. I'll leave all of her stuff below. She doesn't know that I'm talking about her, so I just really like the stuff that she talks about, so I'm just willingly sharing the information with you guys. So this particular topic, she spoke about it a while back. She had made a post and it honestly like clicked something in my mind. I was like, I've been saying this for years and that was not the popular opinion. Like, people didn't want to listen to what I had to say because it's fun, you know, to bash other people and bash other bakers. But here's the thing, I cannot get on board with this trend, and here's why. I can't wrap my mind around the fact that you did not know, I'm talking about the customer, you did not know that this is the level of work that you were going to get. So we're gonna get to the baker in a second, but I want to equally fault the customer because you didn't research the baker. Like, there's no way you thought that baker was going to be able to deliver what you asked them to do. So either A, you thought that they could do it for cheaper because you didn't want to pay the right baker to do it, okay? So you wanted it cheaper, so that's why you went with that baker. Or B, you're just not, you know, doing your job and looking and researching the baker. Like, you don't just have a custom thing made by a random Joe Schmo. Like, would you have a dress sewn by a random person on the internet? No. So why would you have a custom cake made by a random person on the internet? I promise you that they knew this baker could not deliver, but they still went with it for whatever reason, okay? Now, let me talk to the bakers for 1 second. You have honestly no business selling cakes that you cannot deliver, okay? Don't take any money for it. Do it for free if you're practicing, all right? Or just don't do it at all. Do it for yourself. Don't give it to a customer, because let me tell you, when they turn around and bash you, the people who are watching these videos or these photos are not understanding the backstory. They're not understanding that you're a novice. They're not understanding that you're just starting out. They see that you messed up that person's cake, okay? Because they don't understand where we're coming from as bakers. And this is why when I made this video talking about it took me 5 years from the time I started baking to the time I actually took money from a person to make a cake for them, one person actually came at me in the comments and said, well, you must not have been doing your job. And I was like, well, I didn't want this to happen to me. Like, I wanted my work to be good and presentable before I gave it to people and I accepted money for it. So the first thing that I have to tell you is do not sell anything until you are ready to do so. It's okay, all right? You don't need to sell it right away. Practice. Once you feel like you're comfortable enough selling your stuff, then go ahead and do it. But in the meantime, just don't do it, because honestly, this whole backlash is not worth it, okay? The next thing I have to say is, honestly, you don't need to follow the trends, okay? Stay in your lane. I spoke about this a couple of videos ago. Stay in your cake lane, okay? You don't want to take an order for like a custom topper when you cannot deliver it, okay? So it goes hand in hand with only make cakes that you can make. Don't follow the trends. Everybody was making those hot cocoa bombs, okay? Like, literally everybody and their mama was making hot cocoa bombs around Christmas time last year. I did not jump on that bandwagon because I hate chocolate. I hate working with chocolate. I don't like it. It's just not my thing. So why would I go ahead and take orders for hot cocoa bombs when I cannot do it, okay? Just because it's a trend, you don't need to make it. The next thing is it's okay to say no to customers. Know your lane, know your limit, and if a customer asks you to, deviate from your lane or your limit, you can say no to them. Trust me, they will appreciate the fact that you said, hey, listen, I'm not comfortable making this, I cannot make this, rather than telling them, okay, yeah, sure, I can make it, charging them for it, and then the cake turns out to be a hot ass mess, okay? Don't do it. Why? Why are you doing that? Like, it's not benefiting them, it's not benefiting you, because guess what? That cake is your work. You don't know how many orders I actually got from people just seeing a cake that I made. Would you want that to be your work? Would you want that to be your resume and what people remember you from? No, absolutely not. So it's okay to say no to customers. They're not gonna never come to you. You can tell them, hey, listen, I don't make fondant cakes, but I'm really good at buttercream cakes. If we can work something out where we can make it into a buttercream cake, then great. Otherwise, then maybe for the next one. That's it, and walk away. Do not take that order. It's not worth it. Next, I want to tell you one thing. Beware of quick money. Most of the time, it's not gonna be worth, actually all of the time, it's not gonna be worth your reputation, okay? I understand that sometimes, especially when you're starting out, you don't have many customers, and it can be frustrating, and you want to take every and any order that you get. I get it, I understand, trust me, I've been in your shoes, but 9 times out of 10, every time I've taken an order that was out of my comfort zone, I regretted it instantly because I could not deliver. I shared a story that happened to me once where I could not deliver a cake that someone had asked for, and it was a mess. It was a hot mess. So don't save yourself the frustration. That's not to say that you should never grow and experience other trends and other things that you want to do, but do it on your own time, not on the customer's time and not on the customer's money. What I would personally suggest you do is to start making friends in the business, okay? Possibly and hopefully friends who make things that you're not good at. I suck at cookies. I don't make sugar cookies. Everybody and their mama knows that I hate sugar cookies, okay? I don't like it. It's a lot. It's tedious. I hate it. 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 Anyway, a friend of mine is really good at it, and anytime I get an order for sugar cookies, I direct them to that person. I tell them, hey, listen, this person can make it. They're really good at it. Check out their page, and I send them their way. The same thing would go for him or her if they have an order that they cannot make or they cannot fulfill. Hopefully they'll turn around and send their customers back to you, okay? So this is how it goes. One hand washes the other. You cannot wash the same hand with the same hand. You need both hands to wash each other. So look out for each other's back. Work on each other's strength, okay? If you are really good at cake pops but somebody really isn't, good at it, then just swap around. The other person is good at cookies, you're good at cake pop, then dominate the whole dessert, industry with your strengths, okay? Don't take orders that you're not ready for. Just don't do it, because this is what's happening, on social media. People are over here bashing other bakers for things that they could not help. Like, they knew the baker couldn't deliver, but still they went for it, and then now the baker has to pay for it all over social media. So avoid this mistake. Don't let this happen to you. Take an order only if you can deliver it, and you're not gonna end up on the shade room talking about what they asked for and what they paid for and what they got, okay? So with all that being said, you guys, I really do hope this video was informative. I was about to say informational. Grammar. Informative. I hope this video was informative. I hope you've learned something. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It would mean the world to me if you subscribed so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. I do make a different video every single Friday. I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.